Hey y'all, so I am here on a slow Saturday and just hanging out. I'm probably going to try to finish this guy later today, but I thought I would show you my finished book journal page, the very first one, and tell you a little bit about the book that I've just finished reading. So, I'm not going to read you what I wrote down just because it's all over the place, but I thought you might like to see the stickers that I chose. Were very specific. This was a very coastal kingdom type book, and I tried to choose some stickers that reflected that. And then the bunny down here with the bow, that was me during most of the book. It was just me going like, oh no, what's gonna happen? So I gave this book 5 stars. I absolutely love this book. I'm gonna read the book description to you from the Kindle store, because I'm filming on my phone, so I can't look it up on anything, so I have this. I'm gonna read you the description. She's losing her heart. He may lose his life. Asira Valandor hasn't seen her betrothed in 10 years. Taking her place as Branimir Maried's wife means leaving behind everything she's ever known, and becoming queen of a nation vastly different from her own. She doesn't know what to expect from the careworn young man who's replaced the boy she played with as a child. But in spite of the grief of losing his parents and the pressures of being king, Branimir remains the thoughtful, fun-loving boy who once put a toad in her nurse's teacup. The more time Asira spends in her new life, the more she finds herself falling for her husband and the kingdom she now rules. No sooner does she and Branimir begin exploring these feelings than strange things start to happen. A collapsed bridge, a murder at their front door, and worst, a stray arrow that nearly kills her husband. Asira is no fool. None of this is coincidence. Neither is the worry Branimir tries to hide from her. As Branimir begins to pull away and his secrets threaten to tear them apart, Asira struggles to unravel a conspiracy that runs deeper than she had ever imagined. No one is trustworthy, and only one thing is... Sorry, when I scroll, I lose my place. Only one thing is certain. Someone is trying to kill the king, and whoever they are, they're not working alone. So that is, I don't know if I even said the name of this book or the author. So this is Compass Rose by M.H. Savage. So this is, I believe, her first book, and it just came out within the last few weeks. I was scrolling on Instagram and saw her post because my best friend follows her. And the post, or the reel, had a quote from the book, and it was like, would you like to read this book based on this quote? And I read the quote and I was like, yes, please. And I went to my Kindle and I looked it up. It was like $5. And I was like, are you kidding me? Sold. And it really grabbed me just from the first few chapters. And I just really enjoyed this book. And I spent pretty much all of Sunday afternoon reading this book until I finished it. And then I had to kind of force myself to not try to get into my next book because I was like, there's no way. You need some time. But yes, this is the type of book that I really love to read. I love books about princesses. I love books that are fairy tale retellings, which this is not. But this is definitely the type of book that I love to read and that I search for and sometimes have a hard time finding. And so I was just really impressed, you know, for this to be her first book that I know of. She did an excellent job, and she was very straightforward in her writing. She's very concise, maybe a good word for it. She is very good at describing things, but she doesn't over describe things. One of my favorite parts is there's a part where Asira has a lot of nightmares. Both of them do. They go through so much in this book, but there's a part in the book where she goes through, her nightmare is this, and then it turns into this, and then it turns into this, and it was just so vivid. I felt kind of like I was the one having the nightmare, but that was just very well done, and the romance in here is so good, and so clean, and so intentional, and just sweet and beautiful. The childhood friends to, married kind of pipeline is not necessarily something that I look for in a book. I've enjoyed some of the ones that I've read that are like that, but this one was just so good. Like he was so, like, I think it said in here somewhere, he's very thoughtful, and they're both very like teasing and still mischievous like they were when they were kids, and so that was really cute. But yes, anyway, I highly recommend this book, and I really, really love it. I can't wait to read her other books. I know I saw her reel the other day where she said that she was taking a break from writing to step back and do some reading and kind of like refill before she goes back to writing, which I think is brilliant. But I can't wait to read what else she has. And yeah, it's really funny. One thing that's really funny to me when I started reading it was the setting, and some other little details kind of match or reflect some things that I've been trying to write into my own fairy tale retelling for a few years. And so it was cool to see that played out in her book, and just, I guess, see kind of how it can play out. So that was really fun. But yes, so I just finished that one, and then I have started, let's see, I am 39% through Jezebel's Children, which is the second in a series. I was going to try to show you the cover, but I don't know what Kindle's doing right now. There it is. So Jezebel's Children is the second in a series by Lynn Basham Tagawa. So I'm really excited about that. It's the American Puritans book too. I've really been enjoying it. So hopefully that will be my next entry into the reading journal. And I recently started rewatching Poldark, because apparently I needed that drama in my life. I don't know. But I'm kind of hoping to finally read the first Poldark book after I finish with Jezebel's Children. So we'll see. I have lots of other books coming soon. I'm trying to read more because I have plenty of stuff that I try to do when I have some time. I'm trying to paint. I've been working on making an Etsy store for some of my artwork and prints and things, and I'm trying to spend time, with my family and trying to rest a lot with my illness is getting worse and stuff, but the illness is getting worse is forcing me to slow down and read a little bit more. So that's one good thing about it. So hopefully I can do some more reading and some more journaling and let y'all know what I've been reading if you're interested. But if you made it this long, thank you for watching my video. I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.